being a college student, especially those students who have applied for financial aid and are receiving financial aid balance checks that are supposed to last 15 weeks. That's like 3 or 4 months. We do get students who come in a month later and say, I don't know, where did my money go? And I'd like to help you kind of ask yourself maybe a different way to ask this question. But here is the answer to where did your money go? Ready? Ta-ta! It was wants. Wants is kind of one of the major culprits that has us asking this type of question, where did our money go? If it trickles to things we don't need, it probably went to a want. When you find yourself that, and you can look at your experience, you can look at the things that you've bought, and you're very satisfied, then it's pretty much you can consider they were needs. But if you find yourself that they go to things you don't need, then it probably went to a want. And so that's another way of where did your money go. When we see our credit bills start to build up, yeah, where did our money go? Usually wants made that happen. It's a very fine line now. I'm trying to make that thicker. We need to make it clear that a need is something we need for survival. It's very easy to use a credit card and go ahead and make that quick purchase. But then later, if we're having difficulty making the payment, you know, wants is that variable. But wants are the hardest part, by the way, of personal finance. So you can get a CPA, you can get a financial expert. No one can crack this. That wants is something that it's easy to manage, but wants is really the hardest part, and it's something that we constantly talk about as being the variable and the way that we can go ahead and try to reduce that. It's very difficult to get a grip on it. Very, very difficult. But with these tips that we're providing, with this awareness that we're providing, hopefully you just kind of look at your situation and then see how is it that you can better control your spending that way. Can become habit forming. And that's true if we constantly start thinking of every want as a need because we don't see that fine distinction, then all of a sudden we find ourselves having, it becomes out of our control and becomes unconscious, and then we just start finding ourselves constantly spending money on wants. And so where did my money go becomes very typical, and that's one of the things we want to go ahead and avoid. I'd like to caution that don't be tempted to slide things you really want and things you become accustomed to into the need category. Don't kid yourself. They are wants, okay? Don't justify, right? It's make it very clear. Needs are things that I need to survive, and wants are things I desire. Okay. Are you welcome? Is it okay to desire? Of course it is. But don't be tempted to slide things you really want and things you've become accustomed to into the need category, right?